kebabs! Welcome back for another Oxygen Not Included Beginner's Guide stream. So, yeah, been gone for a week. Apologies. I had some responsibilities and a little bit of a vacation, and to be honest, I've really missed streaming. So, yeah. Glad to be back, really. Just got a couple of admin tasks to cover off. Juggler! Hello! Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. How's you? How's you? Good afternoon for you. How's you, mate? So first thing, I would like to share my Discord link. Set up a new Discord, brand new, all fresh. But probably one of the best places to find a reminder for when I'm going live. So I've put that in the stream chat, and I will put it in the description of the VOD. Feel free to join and get notifications every time I'm live, or post some new content if I ever actually get around to doing that. But back to the task at hand. So, what are we doing? Well, this is a beginner's guide where we I take you through everything. So I took you through everything in the beginning. I've taken you through the early game, and we are now into the mid game. So I'm showing you all of that, and we'll get through the mid game, and eventually we'll get into the late game. The point of this series of streams is to show absolute noobs, but also experienced players that there's nothing to be scared of in this game. All it is with this game is about having strategies in your toolbox and knowing when to pull what strategy out to achieve what goal. That is it, basically. And what we are what I intend to do is to show you these strategies and give you an idea of what sort of use cases you would have. So in this playthrough, I only have one mod installed, and that is the bigger zoom out mod, because I basically can't live without it. I don't know why it's not part of the base game. There are many other mods that I would like to play with, but I am not for this game, so that it's a level playing field for everybody, and everyone feels like they're on the same thing. I am playing spaced out. I will try to point out when I'm doing something that will be different from vanilla, and how that will differ. Although when we get to space, that's a whole different ball game. And one last time, I've just loaded into this game. You'll note that there's lots of error markings all over. Quick, unpause, pause again, and most of them have disappeared. That's absolutely fine for it to say that. I do normally have a mod installed that turns off that notification when I tell it to, because yes, there's no Atmo suits that are broken at the minute, so it can't fix them. Wonderful, great. That's a happy situation, not warning. Anyways, but yeah, basically most of the warnings have gone away now. So last time we got this up and running, we built most of this. Well, we built all of this, but we placed most of it too. This is going to be our industrial brick. This is where we'll do most of our industrial work. Basically, we are taking all of the heat producing machines, putting them into this area and extracting that heat as electrical energy. So we're getting benefit out of what could potentially be a downside, that then heating up our base. What else? We are nearly done on our Draco Ranch that we've been building for about 8 streams now. We tamed this and this geyser, although we haven't connected that into the system yet, and it is still currently leaking natural gas all over, not the actual geyser but the area that it was previously occupying, which we will deal with eventually. We have 2 metal volcanoes now that are semi-tamed, and I want to get them tamed today, particularly this one. This one is not so much of a concern. You know, if we manage to get that tamed too, brilliant. If not, you know, we'll move on with our lives, and we'll do that next time. We have our temporary industrial setup here, and in the oil biome we are trying to A, get all the oil so it's coming down to our pump, and B, just dig it out, including get rid of these nasty spore kids, so that nobody's getting zombie spawned, infected with zombie spores, because we do not like that. That is the one germ that we avoid. We also have a volcano here, and thought I may be thinking of a different playthrough. I thought we had another. We do have a saltwater geyser up there erupting at 95 degrees C, which we need to be aware of. I think that's about it for geysers and volcanoes at the minute. So let's get into it. Let's continue. Let's look at skills first, because see there, there are some people who need skills. I'm going to leave Higby for the second. I will give him construction actually. The reason I'm leaving him for the second is that we're about to, probably next episode, next stream, upgrade the base, redesign the base, and everyone will get a lot more morale, and then I'll be happier giving him more skills at that point, because I don't want things like this occurring, where I have more morale requirements than morale met. And those people with hearts are people that I'm currently very happy with, and we will ignore for the moment. So, is there anything else that I need to be doing around here? I'm just building this out at the moment. Eventually, I need to replace all of these with steel. It's a bit of catch-22. That was the mid-game hump. We are producing more steel. What should we work on first? Right. Let's build out more of this. Here we have uprooted the spore kid by corner building this tile, and I think that was just to not 100% sure. I think that was just starting our crawl. Don't think that'll work because I don't think they can uproot through tiles. I forget, it's been a little while since I've done this. How are we doing? Oh, we haven't even got to those ones yet. Oh my god, Liam is stuck again. There you go, Liam. Right. What do we need in here? First things first, let's put in some of those. New printables. Mild concern, no concern whatsoever unless he's a cook. Interesting skills. Engine. Rolling doctrine. Rolling cooking doctrine. I don't think I want any of these just because they're so diverse. Bit of a shame because these skills are good. If he was a farmer with cream thumb, brilliant. Or a decorator with any of these skills, or a doctor, which these two are doctors, but this gene isn't, then brilliant. None of them are decorating. I'm going to take the flux fawn, but I'm not actually going to do anything with them right now. Oh, that's sad. Oh, they may not... Oh no, they will survive, but they may not be happy living in our base at the minute. Because our base is quote-unquote so warm. Right. So, I want... in utilities. Thermo aqua tuner, out of steel. And we'll place it there. And then I'm going to cancel it. Rebuild it, again out of steel, but this time the other way around. 14 mix on that. We've got, oh, I need more refined carbon. Really ought to get this on the network as well. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Then I want another aqua tuner there. We also want we also want some more steel. That overheated. Because it's made out of lead. Right, save all auto repair. Change material into and auto rebuild. For a temporary setup, this will do a lot. This will do an awful lot for us. Because I always want to do everything before we can. Yeah, it's unreachable, that, unfortunately. So, what we'll do instead is we'll do that. That 8. We'll have to uproot, which I should know, because I know that I've got to do that for Spore Kids. We'll have to dig out the tile that it's in, rather than building over it. But I'd just not applied that to other plants for some reason. No idea why. Okay. And over here, oh, I'd like this out of steel as well. Right. So we're going to ignore that for the moment. So we'll put the automation wire like that. I will explain what I'm doing when it's been built up a bit. Oh. That's not very good. start getting this in place. Oh, didn't realise we hadn't researched this yet. This gives us the conveyor loader, which is, if you like, a storage bin that will output onto conveyor rails. So you put solid materials in there, and then it will output onto any connected rails. Conveyor rails. Conveyor bridge, so for jumping over another bridge, or in fact for determining priority when joining more than one rail, and conveyor chute for outputting conveyors at the end. And we need these to finish off taming the iron volcano. see the oil is slowly rising as time goes on. So we'll preempt that, blocking this high pressure gas vent. Right, what have we got here? That one needs raising up 2. Then that's basically that end sorted. This then needs some more. But basically it's just raising that one up one more, and that will all cascade down to there. Let's destroy those 2. And basically all we're doing is just crushing all this carbon dioxide out. All of the seeds, all of the solids will still exist at the end. That we'll just be able to dig out the area then. Oops, wrong one. So where blind I clicked on that earlier. Okay. Yeah, that is quite hot. Okay. Wow, we have a bit of a natural brain's not working. Airlock. Liquid lock there. It's quite cool. How are we doing over here? We are nearly there. That should be... Dracos and Draklets. That should be glossy Draklets. Dracos. Can be deconstructed. What we do need to look at is I need a polluted water. I would also like polluted water for other things, but in particular to feed these that are going to be pinch pepper plants. All of the system out. We don't need any of that now. Incubators back on the system. Body temperature. we got any more jumping joyers is the question. Joya seeds, excellent, 17. So let's uproot all of these. Okay, so where are we going to get some polluted water from, peoples? Let's start with there. We have access already. Not the end of the world so far. Right. And then pump our copper and liquid pipe. Research complete, excellent. So now put that bit on hold for the second and we can have a look at conveyor loader in. Where do we want our conveyor going? Let's build it out of iron ore, I think. So we can put our rail like not go too close to the volcano. Like that for the minute. How are we doing for steel at the minute, actually? 475. Conveyor loader needs to be out of steel. Oh, not lead. Definitely not lead. This is going to be regularly 200 odd degrees. It definitely needs to be out of steel or better. please. What are we doing here then? We'll dig out that corner. We'll destroy that, and that, and that. And then I'll dig some. Dig there. Cool. Pop that out too. Maybe put priority on that corner so it's not crushing some oil out of the way. Oh, yeah. That then is pushing all of this oil into the centre. I mean, I say pushing, that's perhaps a bit of a heavy word for it, but it is, roughly speaking, convincing it to go in that direction. Thanks for that. Kitchen menace, unless the kitchen... a cook, I'm not interested. Plant murderer, unless they're a... Dude, what's it? Farmer, not interested. Biohazardous, not interested. Allergies, not overly interested. So not bothered about any of the negatives. We've got a decorator, doctor, builder with 11, or a builder with 9. None of the traits interact with the builders at all. Can't think, but I think we've got enough builders now. I'll have a look in a second. Decorate a doctor with increased decorating. Make her a half decent decorator. That's hilarious. She's biohazardous, so she's more affected by, she's more likely to catch germs, but she's immune to food poisoning, so that's not one that we have to worry about. Right, let's see. Let's pause for a second, at least not to give us rest from the loud noises. We've got a full-blown decorator, have we? Skills. With 13 creativity. Yeah. No, we don't need a decorator then. Builder. Mechatronics engineer, which is essentially a builder. Dock builder. She's full-fledged doctor as well. Don't think we need a builder. Looking at this, we need rancher, because we're going to be doing more ranching. Probably need another cook. And maybe some operatives. So Shine Nymph. skills then. Ada the janitor, and she's complete. She too can have a pyrotechnics hat. Nicola. Farmer decor. What's a decor at? No, she's not going into decor. He's not going into decor. He is finished, and we are going to put him into improved farming 2 hat. Ren the digger. I want to, who was it? It was Nicola. I want to just relabel Nicola to just a farmer. Okay, right. Shall we take a half-time blueprint? Survey says socks. No, gloves. Gloves. Oh, bottoms. So there is one tile of oxygen there that's blocking the spread of our petroleum. So we're going to build a tile there, crush the oxygen, get rid of it. this out, wasn't I? Apologise for not being very engaging today. I've just got a lot on my mind at the minute. I'm sorry. Right. Let's do this. Can we build that, please, peoples? see we're starting to get a bit of warmth in here. That might be something to do with this as well, but it is also the temperature of the oxygen that's coming through. So really I need this system online ASAP. Let's set that to 8, okay. Sammy Yo, hey, what's up, mate? Great streaming. I'd love to check on your next stream. Kindly add me on Discord, or you could join my Discord, which if you just scroll up in chat is listed. Oh, you don't even have to scroll up, it's there. I can see it. Oh, momentous moment. Going to get rid of this one. It's only 1.1 million zombie germs in there. Oh no. Frankie was just bringing the materials for it. There we go. Oh, called to lunch. Of course she was. Oh, Brian's not working. Oh, they did it without us being there. See, there's absolutely no germs there. Right, we'll turn the drip machine off. The final mop of a nice liquid lock in there. Oh, I need one there. Right, okay. So I'm gonna wrangle everybody. We need why not sandstone? Higby in that. Higby gets deeper divers long, which means that you can stay out longer for us. In his Atmo suit, if nothing else. Why are we making... Right, let's start making ladders out of igneous rock, because that makes more sense. Okay. How is our automation running here? Oh, well, it'd help if we put a filter actually on it, and then it could decide if we was actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. So... Oh yeah, no, to be fair, it's not even down that far yet. I just noticed that it's pushing quite a bit of oxygen down. That's not the end of the world. I'll just slowly work its way back up. Let's cut that off. Deconstruct all of that. And the high pressure vent. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, that's getting on. New printable. Farming cook. Small bladder, not really bothered. Uncultured. Not really bothered. Don't know, peoples. Nope, because we want a rancher, not a farmer. So, ignoring them, ignoring Eduardo. Shining again. Skills. Abe the builder. Frankie is into exosuit training. Excellent. Joshua. Rancher Doc. Get him into ranching. Farm up. Okay. Liam the digger. Nicola we're ignoring. And the other three. Excellent. Can we build it? Yes, we can. It's a very expensive liquid reservoir, though. Right, right, so I want that on a 7. How are we doing with this water over here? We are doing okay. I'm gonna dig out that. Didn't look actually. Yeah, that will oversubscribe that. What's on that circuit? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, woman. Insulated. Down to here. Radiant out of... Oh, goodness. Entirely not enough gold. Need 240. 2,400, that is. Bypass. So metal refinery to a bit more work. Gold. Right. Okay. Pants. Okay, no, we can still do this. Oh. Let's have the whole thing inside. Oh. So, I have decided I'm going to fill this with polluted water because it has one of the best specific heat capacities in the game, and it's a damn sight cheaper than metal tiles. So what I'm doing here is just a temporary build that is going to catch the water, which I'm going to be dripping from there down here into there until the whole thing's filled. When it's all filled, then we'll close that up and reinstate this ladder run. Initially I was thinking I was going like that, but then it makes more sense to do it like that. I also thought I was going to bottle empty it in, but it makes much more sense to empty out here. We will also be using polluted water to fill the cistern. Cool. And then all I'll do is I will connect this pipe to this pipe when I have finished messing around, in short. In the meantime, I want to do some more messing around. I want to get all of this polluted water into this tank. Getting these over. I'm doing a dumb. I'm doing real dumb. There we go. That should do it. want these done now. Not sure why they're not being done. Those doing next. Right, what we're doing now. That will then be that side done. This has a lot more to go. Not delivering that. Seems odd. Oh, Liam. Oh, why does everyone want to be here? Right, I'm going to sit and watch this until it's built. No, mate! Stop it! heat. Yeah, Frankie, what are you doing? No, you're not. Oh, yes. Right. A big out of a narcoleptic nap. That's always going to help us. Thanks, Igby. So we can see now this will try to get in this tank first. If it can't, it'll overflow into this tank. Either way, this will come out of both tanks eventually. You see, this is a hot area, which is why we're trying to capture all that heat for electricity. Also put that on 6. Okay, right. Let's look at these ranchers. Shortly, we'll look at automating this. I think we've just got a little bit too much going on right now. So I'm not sure I've actually we've trapped a Draco in there. Apparently, we'll rescue him at some point. Not sure I've fully explained how this system works. What would quite like that running. Oh my. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so. We have 3 ranches of Dracos. One running on Millwood, And remember, they eat plants rather than the fruit of that plant, the produce of that plant. One running on pinch pepper plants eventually, and the final one running on balm lilies. Balm lilies are absolutely free, so that is brilliant. All three of them, their eggs will be put into this when swept. They're dumped there and then incubated in one of these two to repopulate the ranches. If they are not repopulated, they are put in. They are just allowed to roam free in this area, at which point they get sheared. All the excess gets sheared, and when they eventually die, we'll pick up the meat. And this is our quote evolution chamber for the Dracos, whereas all the hatch eggs end up in there. So I'm avoiding this at the minute because we've currently got 1200 degree igneous rock in there. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to handle that yet. I have a few ideas. Well, I'll settle on one and then let you know. So, ooh, right, so slow learner, I'm not too happy about. Biohazardous, don't care. Trypophobia, unhappy about. Shabby dresser, don't care. And unconstructive. Basically, Rowan is a no. He can't dig or build his way out of trouble. And you just know he will be constantly in trouble. His skills are not brilliant anyway. Ulti, no. Diver's lungs. You know what? I think Hassan, popular name in the Twitch biosphere, I understand, it's going to become our next rancher. At which point, I wonder if we have enough. We do not have enough beds. We do have enough tables. For the second. Right. Where it is then? Hassan will be a rancher first and foremost. Then a bit of that. Oh, actually, well, it'll be a rancher, and then a farmer, then a janitor, and everything else after that. Okay, schedule, he's going to need a new one. Duplicate that, shift it over to, oh good night, so that's schedule 8. That's schedule 9. Sun on that, please. And then finally skills, like Barney. Sun, I want straight down the exosuit training line. Everybody else has got a hat. Go. So food is going down ever slightly. That's something we need to keep an eye on. Have never worked out how much food we should be producing. And how much we need to produce. So that is something that we probably ought to look at. You know what else I really ought to talk about in the last half hour of the thing is the November update. That was revealed, shall we say, this week. So there's going to be some morphs for the Phlox and for the Lum. The Phlox is going to be going to have a variant where you can shear glass from its antlers, and the Lum is going to have a variant that poops algae. So that's quite interesting. Just the fact they've not given up the idea of the DLCs. They're not like one and done. Gives me hope. They are changing tables so you can set them to public, so you won't need massive great holes anymore. Basically, you build them to the size that you want, and you're done, because they'll share. Why are we making a mess? Because Ren is trapped. Yeah, and there's also going to be I think it's called a communal mess table, I forget now. That's interesting as well. What else was included? Why can he not just there? I'll give him that, he can get himself out. No, he also needs that. He also needs that. Now he can climb himself out. Yay! And then I'll mop up his pee puddle. Well, I won't personally. I'll order some dupes to do it. What else? What else? On top of the fact that they're not ignoring the DLCs, they also are. They put something like they're building new tools to improve the efficiency of the game. So that basically they can make it run better on lower end machines, which is always good, but you don't build tools for a game that you've given up on. And while oxygen not included tends to be the poor cousin in the clay stable, that gives me real hope for oxygen not included. I think perhaps they've realised that the oxygen not included has this cult following, and they should put that time and effort into the game. Worth checking out though if you go to Clay's forums. It's on there. Lots of cool, exciting bits that are coming out. I'll cover it more in depth when it actually does come out and things are set in stone. What we need to do down here is a bit of that. Some point we need to insert a liquid filter in there. Not the end of the world right now. I just want to prevent pushing the wrong liquids to the machines, because that will cause damage. Oh. Oh. Oh, the one thing I forgot to mention on this is Dracos only regrow their scales when they are in hydrogen, hence this layer of hydrogen at the top. So these ones down the bottom will not be regrowing. And what I am considering, especially as that Draco is stuck, is cutting back on a couple of these so that we can have a shearing station in this one as well. So the only reason I'm growing pinch pepper plants is they fit this particular stable really well. Unfortunately, that makes the stable too big. We need to get that back in ASAP. So we can see already, just by putting this polluted water into this, our oxygen is coming in at nearly 60 degrees into this cooling chamber, and it's coming out at just over 30 now. So already we've taken a massive lump of the cooling out of it. Tell you what I would like to do. One of you. A giant dog is raiding. Welcome in, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello, hello. what was you playing today? League of Legends, apparently. Oh, and Oxygen. As in the game Oxygen, I am very vaguely aware of. Although at the moment I can't bring it to mind. Is it... Oxygen not included then, not the game Oxygen. Excellent. Yeah, I'm a little bit distracted today, so I'm not doing my best. Fortunately, there's no critical. I mean, the dupes keep trying to get themselves in trouble, but there's no critical issues right now for us to worry about. So we like I say, brains sort of a bit distracted. Yeah, welcome in. I'm Two Bob Games, and I'm a variety streamer. Right now we're playing Oxygen Not Included. We are Agent Dog, apparently. A giant dog, thank you very much for the follow. Right now we're doing a beginner's guide. We are playing the whole game from beginning to end, trying to do as much as possible in between, and I'm explaining what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and giving everybody the tools that they need to get through this game in a reasonable manner, because it is very much my opinion that all you need is a set of solutions, and when you run into a problem you can apply those tools from your tool bag, as it were, to fix the solution in this game. There are some shall we say ready-to-go designs, like I have a Rodriguez self-powered oxygen maker here, but you can just apply some of the solutions to the game as you see fit, and end up with a completely fresh take on self-powered oxygen machines, self-powered oxygen makers, or even make your own version of a petroleum boiler. Yeah, the world's your limit once you know how this game works, and that's what I'm attempting to impart on everybody, basically. Right now we're doing a few things. We're building out our industrial brick. Basically, this is to capture all the heat that these machines generate, and turn that into electricity, rather than wasting electricity trying to cool down the areas where these machines are. Then we're trying to cool this, which is part of the industrial machine, part of our self-powered oxygen maker. Basically, the oxygen is coming out of our spun at nearly 60 degrees and then exiting our cooling area, excuse me, at just over 30 currently, and that's without any active cooling. But eventually the system will have a whole host of active cooling, but I just want to get the area filled first, and then we'll look at turning this on. We've just built this very slowly over several streams in the background, as it were. So this is just coming online properly. This is our Dreco area where we both breed in 2 ranches. We have a 3rd ranch up here. We breed the Dracos and then we're shearing them over here. I was literally just saying that we should probably cut back these pinch pepper plants and put another shearing station in here. We're currently gaining access to polluted water because although we have it sort of lying around the map in several places, we've not until just now had a pump in it or really been able to utilise that water. So I'm just pooling all this water together over here. We have an iron volcano which I'm attempting to tame, and we are very close to being able to shut that up actually. We also have an aluminium volcano over there, which I've basically just not bothered with yet, but that's next on the docket when we want to add something to it. And I am dealing with sporkids in the oil biome and trying to spread the oil biome out a little bit to allow us to get all the nasty gases in from our shaft because they are starting to pile up a little bit. We are sucking them down on an automated system to get past stuff. And yes, this is pink gas. Some of it's mine, I admit, but it's only mine because there were abyssalite breaks in the bottom and I fixed them up. But more of it was just a pocket that we found on our way down here. Not sure we've got a great deal more to show you right now. We do have a hatch ranch up and running. We have, I'm not sure I showed you this, temporary industrial system here, which is producing far more than it really should be because I'm impatient, and because we've not got the long-term industrial plant up and running yet. Yeah, that will be getting disassembled shortly. Don't know if you guys have seen the information drop on the November update at all. I was just discussing that as well. That seems very interesting indeed. As much as anything, I'm quite enamoured of the the fact that they seem to be putting more into this game at the minute, rather than it seeming like the poor cousin to the other clay stable. You know, Don't Starve, for example. It does seem to me that they're reconsidering their stance on this game and putting more resources into it. Yeah, I'm sure that it's very much monetary consideration, but I do think they are quite responsible as devs go. Who is trapped now? Come on, Abe. Yay! We have had a few issues with duplicates trapping themselves for no good reason, so we have to be a little bit cautious of them being silly. There will do. So, for the next right, okay. Producing, imagine producing more that, and put that up to 78, put that up to 1. As I say, it's just temporary, but I do keep abusing the system. So start with insulated. We should get rid of this old system. Get rid of that. when that stuff inside has been... Oh, you know what? He says... when that stuff inside has been built, then we can close it up. So that's filling. We are going to be trapping some polluted oxygen in here, but I think I'm just going to crush it out. In fact, I might get to that now. Oh, new printables. Allergies, not bothered about. Plant murderer, not bothered unless it's a farmer. Kitchen menace, not bothered unless it's a cook. Kitchen menace, not bothered unless it's a cook. Interested in any of these. I'll have the seeds, thank you. Let's check our skills. Harold, going into exosuit training. Pay. Going into building. Steve, finally going into ranching. Everybody else has got a hat on, so they don't need skills issuing. We'll reassess people once we've had a rebuild, which will probably be the next stream that we do on oxygen not included. My brain says I've done that wrong. I don't think I have. No. So yeah, just basically very slowly crushing out these remaining spore kids and opening up the oil biome so that we can get more carbon dioxide down here, which means that we can produce more oil and petroleum in the long run. Turn that off. water? Yes, please. Oh, and that, to me, looks like a cool steam vent. Might be wrong, but we'll see. Oh. Catching wise with my feet. Why have I built the thermo aqua tuner out of? Oh. Right, so when we get that made out of the right material, that then is Brainy McBrain. That is then we can close this up. That can pick up anything that's there, that can pick up anything that's there, and everything's built inside that we need to be built inside. Everything else can be accessible from outside. It annoys me that that doesn't carry over the priority when you're thingying when you are changing materials. Similarly, let's get that done, and then it's nearly done. Unreachable food. That is not what I clicked on. Oh, Liam. Liam is an absolute pain in my bottom. He is just constantly 100% of the time getting himself stuck. Right, thank you very much, Fouled Out. Yay! Thanks, Higby. Woohoo! Put those two in. That is the inside of our iron volcano tamer complete. We'll get a couple of steam turbines strapped on top. Possibly 3. We'll see how 2 manage to cope initially, and then I want to do a little debris chiller here, which will also handle the aluminum volcano. I'm not seeing a lot of people in for us to raid to. What? I messed something up. I have messed something up. We're not able to outport. I've never finished the pipe. Nice. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to raid a guy called No Human 05. Raided him before. He is no mic, no cam, but he's the only English streamer currently doing Oxygen Not Included, apparently. he's also been on for a little while, but he's doing a speed run. I have watched him before. He's quite good. Give him lots of love. Alright guys, I am back tomorrow with Satisfactory Wednesday, Thursday. If you like Satisfactory, please join me. The streams have not been doing too well, so it's coming to crunch time as to whether or not we continue that stream series or not. I will be continuing it in some way, shape, form, but probably not on stream if it doesn't improve in its viewership. And then back with more Oxygen Not Included Beginner's Guide on Friday, 9:30 to 12 GMT. Alright guys, thanks for joining me today, and I will see you again hopefully tomorrow. Cheers, bye.